So, people, I got on the Breath of the Wild t-shirt. We're going to talk a little bit about this article I had found because either this group is just out of their fucking mind or they just need some kind of article to type about, make up some, because they need some kind of traffic. The link will be in the description down below. And it has to do with Breath of the Wild, and it has to do with Sony, and it has to do with an idea that they managed to come up with, saying that Nintendo will, for some unknown reason, release Breath of the Wild onto the PS4. There's so many no's to that it just, I mean, it's almost like they got the dumbest person at this company to write an article just so they could be like, hey, how do we get traffic? How can we say something that'll guarantee to generate a little bit of traffic? Well, what if we bring out the biggest name in Nintendo and say it's going to release on Sony? Because that'll get traffic, right? While yes, it will also probably get you called moron or dumbass or fucking retard more than a little bit. Because Nintendo is not about to let their hottest selling game of the first year of the Switch, or the game that pretty much like saw the Wii U generate a few more sales when it finally released, go anywhere else. It's not gonna happen. This is not a company that's PlayStation or fucking Microsoft. This is Nintendo. Okay, this is a company that's actually got gaming as its only priority. It's number one priority. It's all it fucking does. Okay? People are so hard on. I really mean this. People are so fucking hard on for Nintendo to actually go the way of Sega with no fucking idea what that would do to the industry. No fucking clue what that would do. They have no idea how bad it would get. Gaming would go away. So you have Sony fans and you have Microsoft fans, probably more Sony fans than Microsoft. Microsoft is going to leave. They're going to. I've been saying that Sony's going to leave for the longest time, but it's looking like Microsoft is fixing to leave. I know they're fixing to launch Scorpio, but let's just be honest. I mean, come on, can we be honest for just 2 seconds? Just two, 1, 2. Can we be honest with each other? 4K capability doesn't fucking matter. Maybe it would in like 3 years. Maybe even 2. But 4K capability gaming, unfortunately, isn't something the gaming industry gives two fucks about. I mean, PC gamers care about it, and that's about it. Console gamers don't give a fuck. They just don't. They don't care about 4K resolution HDR gaming. Pretty graphics. Unfortunately, the best looking graphics here, Microsoft, Phil Spencer, pay attention because this is gonna fucking blow your mind, comes from exclusive content. Something, Phil, you don't have. If you don't believe me, let me prove it to you. Looks fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. Fucking amazing. A basic bitch. Actually, fucking amazing. The best way to play it too. Just a port basic bitch. You see what I'm saying? If I had my actual PS4 games here, I could go into detail. But I don't. They're over at my girlfriend's house. She's holding my PS4 right now because I just don't play it. But, I mean, Xbox, you don't have any exclusives for this generation. The 360 had Xbox exclusives, and those exclusives showed you what the console could do, and those games looked amazing. But, I mean, games that were not, pardon me, they probably look better on another piece of hardware. It's just the way it fucking is. I mean, Assassin's Creed. Maybe it looked good on the 360. Maybe it looked better on the PS3. That's a personal preference. Because, again, you're talking about a game that's on multiple devices. And then you have... It's also on PC, where you can fuck with it. And it's going to definitely outperform both consoles. So, again, Microsoft, Phil, pay attention. If you don't have exclusive content, meaning it's only on your piece of plastic, and I know you have been fucking this fanboy shit to death. You have been fucking riding that son of a bitch, beating it like a fucking dead horse, saying anyone who says exclusive content is just a fanboy. I wish somebody hit you upside the head so you know what the fuck a fanboy is. But you've been riding it so hard. We don't want to leave anyone out. We don't want to fucking... You have one fucking job, Phil. One. Okay? One job. And unfortunately, you're doing horrible at it. You're making... You have like a raging hard-on for fucking controllers. And you're making more controllers than anything. Hell, you got more fucking controllers than exclusives at this point. I wish you could make fucking games like you make controllers. And I'm pretty sure almost every Xbox fucking owner thinks the same thing at this point. Why can't you make games like you make fucking controllers? You have a fucking design studio for fucking controllers. And you still manage to release a new fucking controller almost like every month. The Scorpio will still sell because you have those people who are tech junkies or tech fucking fanatics. They'll buy it. I'm not saying they won't. Then you have those diehard Xbox fans. They'll buy it. That's a small fucking group of people, Phil. That's a tiny group. You're basically pulling the Crash Bandicoot syndrome here. And I know that sounds weird, but it's fucking true. Okay, people were super excited for Crash Bandicoot. And then Sony was like, oh, it's just a remaster of the same 3 from the PlayStation 1. They're only going to reach a small group of people. Because everyone was like, fucking Crash is coming back. And then they're like, it's remastered. And everybody who was like, yeah, went... Because not everybody wants a remaster of the same shit they played 3 generations ago. People want original content. Something this generation is seriously lacking. Okay? And something Xbox seems to not know nothing about. They just seem to fucking be full on retard about. Yeah, we don't know fucking original content. Something PlayStation has been fucking dominating your ass with. The fucking Switch is going to beat that ass within, what, a year and a half? It's going to probably surpass you, not because it's more powerful, just because it offers third-party indie titles and exclusive content, Phil. I'm not being a fanboy. I know I'm wearing a Zelda t-shirt here. I'm not being a fanboy. I'm pointing shit out that you probably should know. And I know people are going to be like, in the comments, Sea of Thieves. If it's a Play Anywhere title, it's not exclusive. It's not a reason to run out and buy the Xbox because you can play it on your PC, your Windows 10. It's not exclusive. You see what I'm saying? I can run to the store right now, pick up Quantum Break on the fucking Xbox. But I can also look over at the PC games and find Quantum Break as well. It's not exclusive. I can get a version of Halo Wars for the Xbox and have the same fucking game on my PC. It's not exclusive. Okay? You need games. that are exclusively made for that piece of plastic. Otherwise, nobody's going to buy it. You're going to have a piece of machinery that, yes, is very strong, it's very powerful. Yes, I'm not going to deny that. But people are going to sit there and go, why should I buy this, Phil? Why? What is the reason to buy this? For the media bullshit? In case you haven't figured this out, Phil, there's a 4K Blu-ray player in your Slim, and it's actually affordable. There's a 2 terabyte model of your Slim out there on the market right now, and it works just fucking fine. Please tell everybody the reason to buy a fucking Scorpio when it launches if you offer no exclusive content. Because everything that it seems like you're promising people, you already fucking offer on the Slim. All you're offering with the Scorpio is native 4K gaming. But you offer no content. None. There's literally zero content that makes the Xbox stand out from the PS4. None. There's no content. Everything that you promote is play anywhere. Why in the fuck am I gonna buy an Xbox? Just why? Why would I upgrade? There's no reason for me to. That's the point your fans are trying to get through, your stubborn, fucking, stupid, thick-headed, fucking dumbass. In more graphic terms that I can possibly think of. And I know I went into a rant about the Xbox because it was just, it's been fucking on my mind lately because of how stupid it is. I started off talking about the Zelda thing because that is stupid. Because honestly, they just picked the biggest fucking fanboy and were like, hey, we like hearing people talk stupid shit on why Nintendo needs to go away and become just a software developer. Because people do that. People who are so diehard for Xbox or Sony have been running their mouth talking about Nintendo needs to only make software. No, they don't. They don't need to do that. You have no idea what would happen to the industry. Your two number one sellers right now, Xbox and Sony. Xbox is on their way out. They're on their way out. They're on their way out. It's just the way it is. I'm sorry, it is. PlayStation is not looking any better. The PS4 is still having to make up for the PS3. PS3 finally stopped production in 2017. It stopped production in 2017, meaning it was still fucking the company years after the PS4 came out. The PS4 is where PlayStation started to see growth and profit. The PS3 hurt Sony. I'll say that again. The PS3. The PS3. The PS3 hurt Sony financially. Plenty of fucking reports came out talking about when the PS3 was out and the PS4 finally came out. When the PS4 launched is the first time PlayStation in many years finally saw positive income. And you mean to tell me that you honestly think that the PS5 is anywhere in the foreseeable future? Are you fucking nuts? They don't have the money to even think about a PS5 right now. Sony has admitted it themselves that the PS5 is nowhere near. It's not even. It's not gonna happen for another fucking probably 5 to 6 years, because the PS4, they haven't come out and said this part, but the PS4 is paying for the PS3. everything they did wrong in the PS3. Making a $900 system, taking a $300 fucking loss on it, and then having no games for the fucking thing for many years because developers didn't know how to develop for the fucking machine, on top of the hack, and having to pay a shitload of their customers all that money back. Are you fucking serious? That fucking piece of fucking shit. I knew it was a piece of shit when it happened. I knew it was going to be a piece of shit. I knew it was. Because Sony came into the PS3 with their head so far up their ass. And it was inflated. It wasn't coming out. They have to keep the PS4. They have to. For at least another 5 years. And they have to get it right. Right now it's not even right. The PS4 is not even where it needs to be right now. I know it sold 60 million. And that's fine. But it's only 3 years old. It's only 3. It'll be 4 in November. It has still got to sell. It's got to sell. By the time it reaches, 5 years old? It should at least sell 100 million. 100 million. By the time it reaches 5. The reason I say that is because they need to fucking make their money. They need to. They have to. They need to push that Pro. They need to. There's no reason for them not to. They need to push that VR headset. People are already... There are videos on YouTube. People are wondering what in the fuck PlayStation released a VR headset for. And I've said this before too. PlayStation has this habit of being the company who's Mr. Me Too. Oh, Nintendo, you release a handheld called Game Boy. Sega has a Game Boy, but it's called Game Gear. It's a handheld market, right? And then PlayStation comes out with their PSP, and they don't really support it. They have a PS Vita. They don't really support it. They're just a Me Too company. Hey, look, we can do it too. Y'all do it, and y'all are successful. We'll do it too, just so we can say we did it. HTC Vive comes out. Oculus Rift. PlayStation looks at those. Hey, we can do that too. It's a headset, right? It's a VR headset. We can do that too. And once it launches, look at what happened after it launched, man. They didn't even care to fucking revamp the fucking supply. They didn't give a fuck about it. And E3 is right around the corner, man. E3 is a week and some days away? Or 2 weeks away? Some shit like that? People are scratching their head going, what are y'all doing with VR? You got videos of people. I hope they do something with VR. They got to. Because people haven't even bought one yet. It's still below 1% of the PS4 owners who own a VR headset. Which means your PS4 has features you are not using. I know I'm not. Because I don't believe that they're going to support the fucking thing. Get what I'm saying to you? PlayStation, you've got to fucking support it, man. I don't care if you just threw it out there to be like, hey, me too. No. You can't fucking do it. You can't afford to do that shit no more. You don't have the luxury of doing that. You had a really shitty 10 years with the PS3. You can't just throw out fucking ideas like that. You can't do it. You can't be, we can make it rain, we make it rain. No. You didn't have a successful PS2 generation with the PS3. It's not this going on. You have to support everything you release. Otherwise, you're going to go the way of the Xbox One while the Xbox One is going the way it's going, which is fading the fuck out. Because they have nothing. I'm sorry, it's just going to happen. And I'll stick to my prediction that I made with you as well. Okay? I know it sucks. I know it. But I'm telling you, if everybody keeps saying, hey, Nintendo, you need to make just software, the gaming industry, the video gaming industry, will not survive. Because a gaming industry without a gaming company, just... the fuck do you think is going to happen? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nintendo is a gaming company. A gaming company doesn't compete with a hardware developer such as Sony, and they don't compete with a computer company like Microsoft. That's why they've stood in the back. They've been in the background for many years. But they've always been the number one gaming company. Always. Because they're a gaming company. They don't rely on third-party, first-party games. They don't. Sony requires... Who is it that makes God of War? It's not Sony. Sony owns the studio that makes God of War. But if their contract ever runs out with that studio, then God of War can go to Microsoft, or God of War can show up on Nintendo, because Sony isn't necessarily... they're not a studio. You see what I'm saying? Just like with Microsoft. Microsoft doesn't own... Like, they don't have a studio that creates Halo. 343 makes Halo. Microsoft just happens to, have a contract with 343 to make Halo. They require a third-party studio to make their first-party games. I really wish I could remember who fucking makes God of War now. Damn it, it's right here. I think... Who in the fuck makes this? Sure shit ain't gonna say. It says Sony on the front, but I know it's not Sony, it's something else. Fuck is it? Oh, Santa Monica Studios. Duh. So, you see what I'm saying there? I mean, come on now. That's simplistic as fuck, man. Get what I'm saying to you? And Nintendo, again, link will be in the description down below if you want to read the dumbest fucking article you ever see. Nintendo's not fixing to let their first party games. It's not going to Sony. It's not. Granted, they would see a lot of money come to them. And Sony would see, like, zero of that. Because it's a Nintendo game. I'm sure Sony would write in, where they'd probably see like 5 cents on the dollar. But Nintendo would be where they'd eat up like 99% of the profit. Sony would have no chance of making any money with that. Because again, it's a Nintendo property. Anyway, I went on 2 rants. We talked about the fucking Legend of Zelda and this fucking moron in his article. This entire episode, I didn't mean for it to be this long. I meant for it to be a short video, but went on 2 rants, man. Needed to be said, and I'm the only person out here who's gonna say this shit because I'm not kissing nobody's ass. When shit needs to be said, I will say it, just because I'm sick of seeing people kiss so much ass. Okay? I like PlayStation, I really do. I like my Xbox. But until Phil, and maybe at E3 you can convince me. I hope you can. I really do. I hope E3, Phil, I hope you get on the stage at E3, and I hope you fucking just become the world's greatest salesman. Because right now, as it stands, I only have a 1080p television. My fucking Xbox One S outputs 4K video, 4K Blu-ray player, 4K Hulu, 4K Netflix. It does all that shit. And it has HDR gaming on certain games. There's no reason for me to buy an Xbox One Scorpio. Just like there's no reason for a lot of people to buy this fucking machine right now. Because we all have the Slim. And we might have 1080p televisions. And the bitch works just fucking fine. And this holiday season we might all just be looking to buy a fucking 4K television. Which this thing will work just fine with. Because we're all sitting here wondering, what do you have to offer that would justify the price tag of your Scorpio? And PlayStation, to you, you need to push your products. All of them. Every single one of them you need to push.